All right, some more Murder She Wrote. I'm so excited. Oh man, so just so you guys know, I said in the last stream when we played chapter 1 that I started rewatching this game. I mean this TV show, and we've almost made it all the way through season 1, and it's just lovely. It's a lovely murder show. Yes! Lexi Doodle! It's a great show. And I think that this game does a great job of like keeping the show's likeness to it. So, alright, so let's dive into chapter 2 today. Because we did a deadly catch, and today we're doing Murder in the Maples, which I feel like is a perfect prelude since fall starts tomorrow. Nancy and JB would so be besties. This is true. And I so agree. I love me some Big Fish games. I have played so many games as a kid through Big Fish. So, yes, Murder in the Maples.
It's so good of you to come down to Vermont for a visit, Jessica. How long has it been?
Too long. That's why I jumped at the chance when Middlebury College invited me to be a guest lecturer. It was the perfect opportunity to make a side trip to see you here in Stratton Mountain.
I'm so glad you came.
Forgive me, Maria, but you seem very tired. Is everything all right?
Well, things have been difficult lately for the business.
Your maple syrup sugar bush?
Really?
How so?
A month ago, I had to fire one of my employees.
Oh.
I found out that he'd been stealing from the till, and
Sorry,
I
the
haven't found
music
anyone
just
to
went.
replace him yet. And to make matters worse, I'm being pressured to sell the business.
Really? To whom?
A company called Nature's Gift Foods. They've been buying up other maple syrup producers in the area, and now they have their sights set on Maple Hill.
Why? What are they doing?
Flooding the market with syrup. They have such a lock on production in this area now that it's a virtual monopoly. It's getting harder and harder to compete with that.
Maybe this wasn't such a good time to visit after all. I don't want to impose on your hospitality when you have so much going on.
Far from it. It's such a relief to have you here
So
to
it's
talk
all
to.
about money.
I'm heading over to Maple Hill now. Would you like to come along and see it?
Someone's murdered. Someone's murdered. I just know it. And they're going to be inside.
That's odd. Why is this door open? I know I locked it when I left here yesterday. It can't be.
Oh
Who is it?
Gerald Morgan, the man I fired a few weeks ago. That tattoo on his hand, I'd recognize it anywhere.
Hello, Maria. What happened here?
I wish I knew. Oh, this is my friend, Jessica Fletcher, who's visiting me from Maine. Jessica, this is Mark Ashmont, our chief of police.
Oh, so
Pleased
we're
to
not in
meet
Cabot
you,
Cove.
Chief Ashmont.
We better take a look around.
Ah, so cozy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've never watched Gilmore Girls, but because of you, Tori, I know that there's a gazebo in the town, and this is giving major gazebo in the town vibes. I pressed pause after the boring artist episode and watched Great British Baking Show, but probably will resume so. Oh yeah, you just need to skip that episode. I'm telling you, that was not good. But I will tell you though, we watched episode 20 last night, and hands down, best Murder She Wrote episode in the entire season thus far. It was flawless. It was so good. It was I'm trying to think. They're on a bus. And the bus breaks down, and it's a rainy, stormy night, and it's so very good. Highly, that's my favorite one. I liked that one a lot. It was so good. Oh my gosh, is that how he died? That is brutal. Like, that's actually really morbid. Okay, we gotta find all the letters first. We're missing an I. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, check the doorknob. I should find something to help me examine this more closely. Magnifying glass? I found that. Oh, to check the doorknob. Compare the two images and click on differences when you find them. Okay. Three of 8 found. That's a lot of differences. So we need 2 more. Huh. Do you guys see any other differences? Gosh, I'm so excited for the equinox tomorrow. I'm going to consume so many pumpkins. Oh my gosh. I just want you to know. So when I went grocery shopping a week ago, like everything in the store had turned to fall. Like everything was orange, and they had like limited edition pumpkin this, limited edition pumpkin that, apple cider this, apple that. And I was like, oh. Did I buy groceries that day? I don't know. Did I buy a bunch of limited edition pumpkin and apple stuff? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, right here. That's a... That is... Oh, I guess the whole thing counted as the difference. It's true. And they were so good, too. It was like little pumpkin muffins with oats and like maple syrup, like mixed together. Oh my gosh. It was delicious. So I feel like the last 2 differences must be like super... Oh, that right there. Must be like super hidden. Oh, is it this? No. There's missing lines by the screw, by the knot. Missing lines. Oh my gosh, you're right! Thanks, Flexi Doodle. There are no scratches around the lock or any indications that this was tampered with. Well, then at least we know the door wasn't forced open. So it had to have been someone that already had a key. Interesting. Fill the bucket? Fill it with what, though? Water? Oh, douse the flames? Okay. So, did you leave this window open last night? No, it's always closed and it's latches from the inside. Based on these scratch marks, it looks like someone pried the window open to get in. Oh, so can't be someone that had a key. They pried their way in through the window. Oh, we need shoe prints. Let's see, a chess piece, a syrup bottle, a key, padlock. It's a Nature's Gift Foods bottle of maple syrup. Why would a competitor's product be here? I'll send it back to the station to get checked out. Interesting. That's my maple tree borer. I use it to make the hole in the trunk when it's time to tap the tree for sap. Maybe the murderer used it because it was near at hand. If so, it could indicate that this was a crime of opportunity. Ooh, JB Fletcher has a good point. $500. Maria doesn't have this kind of cash to leave lying around. This money clip must have belonged to the victim. duck? Horseshoe. And then we're just looking for a shoe print, a key, and a chess piece. I think that's the key right there. Do you recognize this key, Maria? It's to your front door. No, all my keys are brass. Oh, okay. I'm really glad your apple cider donut was good. Mine was all right. I was kind of like big sad though, because, okay, is your donut warm? Is your apple cider donut warm? Because mine wasn't. Look at these footprints. They look like they are made by two different people. One sets from a large pair of boots, and the other looks like it's from a smaller pair of shoes. Really? Okay, so mine wasn't warm, but it was like not what I thought it would be. But also, neither was my coffee. I was big sad. Well, not coffee, but I got tea. Yeah, you probably do. You probably have way better cider than Mississippi. Yeah, it's not what I expected, but I would like to venture out and try that again because I know I would like a good apple cider donut. Y'all, this chess piece is killing me. I don't know where it's at. I thought that was it, but I don't think that's it. And it doesn't, that's a bolt or screw, I mean. It's not that. Weird. Well, I guess we'll just hint it up. Oh, I had turned. Oh, I see now.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to tell Gerald's wife the bad news.
Do you mind if I come along, Chief?
That'd be all right. You can give me your statement at the station afterwards.
Jessica's always doing things that, if you watch the show, she's always like inserting herself into the police investigation. And every time the police is like, what? Who are you? And she's just so good. You know what I've been majorly craving this fall? A maple donut. And I haven't had one in years. I don't think I've ever had a maple donut, but that sounds phenomenal. Anaï makes really, really good these pumpkin donuts that have like a powder on top. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Maybe we'll make some tonight and I'll post it on my story. I'll show you guys. Whichever character has glasses most like Carter's did it. Oh, well, you know what? You proved right last time with that statement, so maybe so. Oh, I forgot we have notes we can read. Although it was lovely to catch up with my former student Maria today, I was worried to see how terribly run down she looked. She shared with me that she recently had to fire an employee for stealing, and that she's also been resisting tremendous pressure to sell her maple syrup business to Nature's Gift Foods. She graciously offered to show me around the sugar house, so that's where I'm heading next. My tour of Maria's sugar house was cut short by our discovery of a body in the evaporator vat. It was Gerald Morgan, the man whom Maria fired a month ago, with a tree board buried in his back. The front door was open, along with a window that latches from the inside. There were some scratches on the windowsill. Forced entry? ? There were 2 sets of footprints on the floor, one of which I'm quite certain belonged to Gerald. I also noted a Nature's Gift Foods maple syrup bottle, a money clip with $500 in it, and a key to the sugar house. Ooh, apple fritter. There was one place back home that was like amazing, had great apple fritter. Oh, more murder! Thank you so much for the raid, MLMs. Oh, we are here for all the murder. All the murder. You're right. I did say that. Okay. As You Like It yarn shop. Tori, did you name this yarn shop? As You Like It?
Something's wrong. Something's happened to Gerald, hasn't it?
I'm sorry, Sally. Your husband has been murdered.
I knew it. The look on your face. Where did you find him?
In the sugar house at Maple Hill.
Wait, why did
Sugarbush.
she know that? Why did she know her
Have any idea
husband
why
was murdered?
Gerald would have gone there last night?
No. But come to think of it, I did find a strange note in the pocket of his spare coat. Oh, it's around here somewhere. Would you mind excusing me? I need to collect myself.
Of
But
course.
why did she know, though? Whoa, this yarn shop is super cozy looking. Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah. Murder he streamed. Okay, we gotta get all our letters first and our typewriter. Where's our typewriter thing? Our typewriter ribbon somewhere. There it is. Okay. So we are looking for some gold yarn, rainbow yarn, a hat, red flower. That's a red flower. Wood spool? Butterfly. Oh, this is to restock the shelves? These shelves, yeah? Yeah, it is a very solid name for the shop. Oh, there's where you put it. Okay. Jessica quickly correcting me. Okay. So we restocked everything. Okay. We need a t-shirt, the sun, coffee, scissors, masking tape, clothes sign, dust broom, hat, footstool, an easel, oh man, I could have sworn I saw an easel when we first looked at it, and now I can't remember where I saw it. Oh, where was it at? Oh, is it this? Ah, there it goes. Maple Hill, midnight tonight. Time to add some spice to the recipe? I'll make it worth your while. Oh, this must be the note Sally found in Gerald's pocket. The top of the page is torn off. So the guy who wrote this was trying to cover his tracks. Guy? The handwriting looks more like a woman's to me. I was gonna say.
Sally, regarding this note you found, could Gerald have been meeting another woman?
Mm-hmm.
Really, Mark? Everything was perfectly fine between Gerald and me.
Sorry, I had to ask the question.
Sally, was Gerald particularly bitter about being fired by Maria?
No, not really. His new job had better hours and better pay.
The next person who needs to be notified of Gerald's death is his boss. Who was his new employer?
That would be Joanne Marshall, one of the vice presidents of Nature's Gift Foods.
It's as good an opportunity as any for me to see what Maria's competition looks like.
It was very interesting how she reacted, I feel like. She did it! Early prediction, she's the one that did it! Okay, chapter 3. I accompanied Chief Ashmont to Gerald's wife's yarn shop to break the news of her husband's death. Always a sad and difficult task. After collecting herself, Sally produced a note she had found in Gerald's coat pocket instructing him to go to Maple Hill at midnight last night, but the author and the reason for the excursion are unknown. Looked like female handwriting though. I'm gonna tag along with the chief to Nature's Gift Foods to tell Gerald's boss what happened.
Good morning, Chief. My receptionist said you needed to speak to me.
Yes, I do. This is Mrs. Fletcher, who's been kind enough to accompany me today. Ma'am, I'm here to inform you that one of your employees, Gerald Morgan,
She looks like the
was
CEO
found
from a
dead
Hallmark
this
movie.
morning.
That's very unfortunate. Gerald was a model employee. He'll be missed. Could you excuse me for just a moment?
Sure.
Oh,
Mrs. Fletcher, I don't like that look.
weird.
What are you thinking?
Oh, nothing really. It's just that she seems so overworked. Maybe it would be nice if we just took a moment to straighten up around here.
Oh, wait, what?
And take a look around the place while we're at it, I assume?
Why, Chief, whatever could you be suggesting?
JB, she's the best. Okay, let's find her letters. It's always the first step. Okay. Oh, we're about to unscrew the vent cover? Yes, now you know some stuff's gonna be hidden in there. Okay, cell phone? A floppy disk? People don't know what that is anymore. A cassette player? If we unscrew the vent cover, will someone start ranting at us? They better not. A newspaper, marker, a wheel. It's stuck. If only I had something to pry it open with. Like this crowbar. Sunglasses, a flower. Notepad, still looking for two, a flower and a fan. Oh, like a fan. Oh, there's the flower. So now we just need the, oh, there's one note. One more note, and then we should be good. One more note. There it is. All right, let's compare. So drag each sheet of paper from the bottom to its corresponding notepad. So that one goes there. No, that one goes there, yeah. No, where does this one go? Aha! What have we found? One thing's for certain. That's definitely the notepad that the note Gerald received was written on.
Ms. Marshall, did you recently send any notes to Gerald Morgan?
Notes? No, of course not.
Are you sure? Because this note that Ms. Morgan found in her husband's coat pocket was torn from a notepad here in your office.
Yeah, tell her, Jessica.
I don't know the first thing about it. My
Oh.
office is always open, and I'm in and out of meetings all day. In fact, I'm late for one now. Do excuse me.
Oh. She's given like some
Everything about
Vladina
Nature's
level
Gift
attitude.
Food seems very businesslike and efficient, including Miss Marshall's response to the news of Gerald's death. Maybe the Nature Gift Food syrup bottle we found near Gerald's body will provide some more information.
Care to join me back at the station?
I'd be delighted.
Of course not. We will always have a many a things to pun about. Well, Gerald's boss didn't seem terribly distraught to learn of her employee's untimely death. Not surprised, maybe? I discovered that the paper Gerald's note was written on came from a notepad in Joan Marshall's office. She denied having written the note and claimed to know nothing about it. I can't prove otherwise, but I do want to follow up on the syrup bottle from Nature's Gift Foods that turned up at Maple Hill. Maybe it can lend some answers.
Chief, have you had a chance to look at the contents of the syrup bottle found at the crime scene?
No, but wouldn't it contain maple syrup?
It was
Maybe, or maybe not.
Come again?
Why would anyone bother to bring along a bottle of Nature's Gift Foods maple syrup if, in fact, all it contained was syrup?
I see your point.
Chief, we found the victim's car. It was about a quarter-mile from Maple Hill.
Good work.
I put everything we found in the car in the same box as the Maple Hill evidence.
Oh, okay. It's like it must be mini game time. Yep, examine evidence. Okay, locate the silhouetted items in the box. That one. I saw a whole lot of maple syrup today. Oh, I bet. That's really cool that you guys have like a fall market. I don't feel like we do back home. I mean, it's kind of hard to, I guess, if you don't really have a whole lot of fall going on down here, but I don't think we do. Now I'm curious, and now I'm going to have to look this up, see if we do. Oh, that's the Swiss Army knife. Okay. Now, I will say, I'm super upsetty spaghetti because I just saw recently back home, and I've never seen our town do this, but I'm excited about it, and I wish I could go, but I don't think we'll be able to. They're doing a graveyard tour in October. We have this really, really old cemetery downtown, and it is incredibly old, and it's huge. It takes up a pretty good big chunk of land, and there are these really old tombstones. Like, they're like hundreds and hundreds of years old, and they're doing a candlelight tour of the cemetery, and it's like a historical tour, so they're like telling you like the history of the cemetery and the people buried there and and I was like, oh, that would have been so cool to go to. I was like, that's great. I'm so glad that they're doing creative things back home. I know, right? Doesn't it sound super fun? No, they don't. They don't wizard get so when Anai was at school, one of her friends that's she's made in school so far is from Utah, and it was funny because so the girl that's from Utah, she was like, so guys, when do the leaves start changing colors here? Because I was like getting ready to like switch over and decorate for fall and stuff like that. And everybody had to like break it to her like, oh, the leaves don't really change here. It's the saddest thing ever. I mean, they kind of do, but like not not until like maybe like Thanksgiving, like November, maybe. Like it's gonna be a while. Like it's gonna be a while. I know, especially if you're coming from somewhere like Utah and it's beautiful there and the leaves in the fall and everything is just so wonderful. Oh, is that what that was? Oh. What? That didn't look like that at all. Oh, this is so satisfying. You're right. This isn't maple syrup. It looks like maybe red dye. That's weird. Doesn't it seem odd that Gerald had cash both in his wallet and in a money clip? It's a receipt from last night from the coffee shop. There's a picture hidden between the pages of this manual. That's Melanie Young, owner of the Stratton Mountain Coffee Shop. Ooh! Interesting information! I know. Oh, I would love to go there.
We'll have to run some tests on the syrup bottle to confirm it's dye. One thing's for sure, Gerald was up to no good at Maple Hill.
Oh,
That's
was he
quite a
trying
conclusion to make, Chief, considering we don't know for sure that Gerald was the one who brought the bottle to the sugar house.
Yeah, that's true.
Who else would have brought it?
His killer, possibly.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Gerald was the one Maria fired. He must have been there intent on committing sabotage on Maria's business in revenge.
But why would Gerald wait a whole month to pursue an act of revenge?
Maybe Nature's Gift Foods put Gerald up to it. The $500 in his pocket could suggest a payoff. I'll see if we can track their serial numbers.
I keep coming back to Gerald having a picture of Melanie hidden in his car. It makes me wonder if there was some sort of relationship between them.
Right on the money, Jessica.
And based on the receipt, the coffee shop was probably the last place Gerald went before he was killed.
Both excellent reasons to go talk to Melanie, I would say.
Yes. Ooh, we could go to a coffee shop. Yeah, I wish fall foliage tourism. That's like a tongue twister. Fall foliage tourism. Fall foliage tourism. Fall foliage tourism was a thing, but it just is not. And our fall is just not like pretty. It's like, it's so wet and just the leaves are just kind of yucky. So, yeah. Oh, that's so amazing. Oh, I want to go. Oh, I want to do that. Okay, the maple syrup bottle apparently contains some sort of red dye, although tests are needed to determine exactly what type. Meanwhile, Gerald's car has been found near the sugar house and towed to the station, so I was able to examine the contents. One of the items I found with Gerald's wallet, which contained $100 cash, was a receipt from Stratton Mountain Coffee Shop from 10:30 last night. I also located a picture of Melanie Young. Why?
Hi there. What can I do for you?
You can tell us
This
what you're doing with
receipt
your
shows
picture.
that
What
Gerald
you've been doing with
Morgan
Gerald.
was here last night at 10:30. Can you confirm that?
Well, yes. Why?
Because if he was here at that time, there's an excellent chance that you were the last person, well, besides his killer, to see him alive.
Killer? Gerald's dead? What
a
happened?
way to say that to someone.
That's what we're trying to find out.
He was the last person to leave as I was getting ready to close up. He was in a big hurry when he left around 11:30. He forgot his scarf.
I'll take it to Sally for you if you'd like.
I put it in one of the lost and found bins. Feel free to have a look.
Wow, this is so cozy. Cozy coffee shop with a fire. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, speaking of, you guys, okay, so I think I have enough pictures to start posting my Carter's Coffee Critiques, shout out to Goop and Jetpack for the name, on my story. And we went to this one, I don't know if I told you guys this or not, I can't remember, but we went to this one coffee shop, and it had a, oh gosh, it feels weird saying this is a retro thing, because we definitely had this when I was growing up. Anyways, it was a small TV that had the tapes that you could put at the bottom, and it was sitting not on a mantle but similar to that, and they had this beautiful bookshelf of VHS tapes, and they were like rainbow color coordinated, so it was like it just looked like this beautiful hue of colors on the bookshelf of these VHS tapes with the sleeves and everything. It was just very aesthetic, and I think they had like a really like nostalgic cartoon playing, and I was like, oh, this is so cozy. I don't want to leave. Oh. Salt shaker? Gingerbread. Baguette. Croissant. Umbrella. Champagne bottle. Lollipop. Oh. Oh, lollipop right there. Get a refund? Oh, okay. Oh, there's the gold key. Open the trunk? What trunk? This trunk? Oh. Lost and found. Lost and found. And now the scarf. Good. Bye. Adios. You were so funny. Coffee shop open till 11:30 at night? Is that what I heard? That's crazy. Yeah, you're right. That's insane, huh? When do coffee shops usually close? Latest one we have back home, it closes at 7. We consider driving up north to experience a little bit of autumn, but we have to wait until October for that to kick in. Yeah. You really got to time it right, too, I feel like. In places that are very... Like, let me ask you, Caitlin. Is there, like a very short season, like, this is when you should visit if you want to see, like, all the leaves change? Because I feel like you got to catch it in that season where it's, like, right there. Oh, you set up a plan with your grandma to go visit in October. She lives more north than I do in Minnesota, and I'm going to make it a whole small town. Aw, that's really sweet. Fall, hiking, brunch, small town coffee shops, shopping in the little stores. Oh, that is very exciting. Oh, I'm very excited for you. Select pairs of items that go together. Okay, film, camera. Toothpaste, toothbrush, shoe, and a can of pears. I'm swaying. That would be weird. Pencil sharpener, ball. Oh, baseball glove, golf ball tee. Last. Matches with a candle. I'm so confused by the... Oh, this goes with that. Key with the lock. Oh, that's a can opener. I couldn't tell what that was. Oh. This must be the scarf that Gerald left here last night.
Did Gerald say anything to indicate what his plans were for the rest of the evening?
No, he didn't.
Melanie, do you have any idea why Gerald would have a picture of you in his car?
He did? No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I'm just wondering if his having your picture and the fact that he was lingering here until he was the only customer left has any significance.
Oh?
Look, I don't know anything about what happened at Maple Hill, but I guess I should tell you that Gerald and I were having an affair. He came by the coffee shop last night to break it off.
Why did he do that?
I was impatient because Gerald hadn't left Sally yet. So last week I gave him an ultimatum. He had to tell Sally he wanted a divorce or we were through. Gerald picked the second option.
I have a new idea about who killed Gerald. Mind coming back to Maple Hill with me, Mrs. Fletcher?
This is scandalous.
Of course.
That was a really cozy coffee shop. Okay, so chat says, Lexi Doodle says, as someone who lives north, I would like to say the last week of October, first 2 weeks of November. It depends on when it gets colder, but that's usually around the time I start to notice it. Okay. And Wizard Kitten saying, yeah, about mid-October usually, but our state DNR has... Wait, I'm sorry. What is DNR? I'm trying to think, and I'm like, I'm trying to go through all the things. Has a fall foliage map that shows exactly when and where the leaves are changing, so you know exactly where to. Oh, that's really cool. That's amazing. Sorry, and like in my head, I was like, do not resuscitate, because that's all I know that it means. That's so funny. Okay, chapter 6. At first, Melanie only admitted that Gerald left her coffee shop last night at around 11:30 and that he was in such a hurry he forgot his scarf. After some prodding, Melanie revealed that she and Gerald had been having an affair, although she claimed that he came to the coffee shop last night to break it off with her. Apparently, she had insisted he leave his wife for her, and he was unwilling to do so? How angry was she? I don't think she did it. But then again, Tori was right last time she guessed, so I'm a little scared.
Chief, Jessica, you're back.
What if plot
Maria
twist, it was
Olsen,
Maria?
I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Gerald Morgan.
She didn't do it.
What are you talking about?
It makes perfect sense. You have motive, defending your business
She
interests
didn't
against
do it.
sabotage. You came back to check on the sugar house and found Gerald in the act of sabotaging your batch of sap.
Chief, that is ridiculous.
After Gerald broke in through the window, he must have attacked Maria when she came in, so she was forced to kill him in self-defense.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very impressed with your line of reasoning, Chief.
Oh.
For starters, there's your assumption that it was Gerald who broke in.
How else could he have gotten inside?
She told him.
Maybe with the key that was found near his body, the one that Maria didn't recognize as being her own, Gerald could have borrowed one of the keys and had a duplicate made.
That must be why I never caught Gerald in the act of
just say-
stealing. He was using his duplicate key to get in after hours.
Did you just say sappy ending?
Maria, we'd like to bring in all of your maple syrup bottles, just to make sure they haven't been tampered with.
Sure.
I literally cannot with you. We're missing one. Oh, there it is. Okay, syrup bottle. 24 of them. Are you ready? This is lightning round. And go. Keep it going. Don't stop. Keep it going. Don't stop. Click as many as you can. Let's go!
like we got all the evidence we need here.
So stupid.
You know, the discovery about the key brings up a new question. Since Gerald had a duplicate key to the door and didn't have to break in, who did break in through the window?
Mm-hmm.
Chief, you might want to come down to the station. Some tips on this case were just called in.
Oh, okay. We got new info. Chief Ashmont said he wanted to speak with Maria again, but when we arrived at Maple Hill, he tried to place her under arrest for Gerald's murder. Thankfully, I was able to dissuade him. Jessica is so funny. As the evidence pointing towards Maria is sketchy at best, the key we found on Gerald's body was a fit for the front door at the sugar house, which means he had no reason to break in through the window. But if Gerald didn't enter that way, who did?
So what are these tips about?
A few people saw a car driving very slowly near Maple Hill Sugar Bush around midnight the night of the murder. They provided some partial license plate numbers.
Do we have to sort them?
Enough to run through the system to look for potential matches?
Yeah, but there's a slight problem.
What is it, Deputy?
I can't remember which of these file folders has the information.
Okay. I'm so dead at you, Lexi. She has such a cordial way of throwing shade, doesn't she? Thankfully, I told that car that he is stupid. All right. Can I... Oh, do you guys think I can do lightning round again? Okay, here we go. And go! Click as many as you can. Don't stop. Don't stop clicking. Hold on to that feeling. Ow! Wow, no! There was just one more. Oh, man. And it was right there. Oh. Okay. Read the tip at the bottom and click on the license plates to eliminate them. Read all 8 tips by selecting the different tabs. Hold on to that mouse button. All right, tip 1. The license plate had both even and odd numbers. Oh, it's one of those logic ones again. Okay, so it has to have even and odd. That one has even and odd. That has even and odd. Even and odd. Even odd. 5, 7. That does not. Even and odd. That, yeah, even and odd. Even and odd. Odd, even, yes. Even, odds, yes. Okay, that's evens and odds. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, okay. Yes, okay. Tip 2. I don't think I saw any vowels on the plate. Oh. Does Y count as a vowel? I know it does sometimes, but will it count in this puzzle? That's difficult. That's tricky. Okay. Tip 3. I'm sure I saw a Y, V, or W as one of the letters on the plate, but I can't remember which. Well, that's unhelpful. Lexi dropping puns. I absolutely love how like smartly she burns people so they don't read it as a burn, but she burns them down to the ground. It's the best episodes in the show where she's like helping the cops, but also being like, if you were smart, I wouldn't have to tell you that. I know. She is a boss. She's a boss lady. I'm pretty sure the license plate had 4 numbers on it. Okay. So you're out of here. You're out of here. Oh, I didn't notice this one. Okay, what's 5? I passed the car too quickly to read the license plate, but I noticed that it was from Vermont. Vermont. Not you. Not you. Tip number 6. The license plate didn't have any letters or numbers that appeared twice. Okay. So it would not be this one. Or this one. Can't be this one. Okay. Oh, nope. It's 2 letters after each other. No, I didn't. Okay. Do you think the sheriff ever tells that guy, "You're my favorite deputy"? If he did, that would be awesome. I'm nearsighted, but I could tell for sure that the last number on the plate was not a 1. Okay, and then 8. The first number on the plate was either a 5 or an 8. And then what was that other one that I was like, we'll come back to that. I'm pretty sure I saw a Y, a V, or a W as one of the letters, but I can't remember which. Well, the only one that has a Y, V, or W is just that one. Did we do it? Woohoo! Oh, it was the coffee shop owner. It was Melanie. This is starting to get real interesting.
So
right
the
now.
license plate belongs to Melanie down at the Stratton Mountain Coffee Shop.
I wonder what she was doing in the neighborhood of Maple Hill at that hour.
Isn't it obvious?
Maybe to you, Chief, but not to me. I'd like to hear Melanie's explanation
so
before
funny.
jumping to any conclusions.
She's so funny. Maybe to you, but not to me. Okay, chapter 8. Thanks to some phoned-in tips, Chief Ashmont and I discovered that Melanie's car was seen driving near Maple Hill at around midnight last night. It seems she still hasn't told us the entire story of what happened between her and Gerald that night he was killed. Yeah, she hasn't.
Melanie, we need to have another word with you.
About what?
I promise you,
About
Tori,
the
if
part
you're
of
right
your
and she
story
did
that
it,
you left out.
I'm walking
The
out.
part that came after Gerald left your coffee shop the night that he was killed?
There's nothing to tell. He just left.
Then why was your car spotted in the neighborhood of Maple Hill around the time that he was killed?
Out came the finger.
Okay, after Gerald walked out, I regretted what I'd done. I went outside, but I couldn't catch him. When he drove away, I got into my car and followed him. I was surprised when he headed for Maple Hill.
At a slow speed, though?
What happened when he got there?
I don't know. I was driving a ways behind him, and once I got to Maria's place, I couldn't find his car anywhere. I just gave up and went home.
I think after Gerald ended things, you flew into a rage, followed him out to Maple Hill, and killed him yourself. I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Gerald Morgan.
What? I could have never killed Gerald. I loved him.
I think Melanie is telling the truth, Chief. I mean, why would she risk being seen following Gerald in her own car in a small town where anyone could have recognized her if she intended to commit murder?
Talk some sense, Jessica.
All right, I see your point.
Excuse me. I need to help a customer.
Okay. I just hear the TikTok song, "Get your finger out of my face." I should follow in some tips too, but my tips for you would be much different. Wow. Okay. Good. Bye. Yeah, okay, so that is how all of them are in the Murder, She Wrote show. Like, the cops are always wanting to jump on everybody. And Jessica's like, what? No. That's not right. I'll put out the fire. Break the bank. Nature's Gift Foods? Melanie, where did this envelope come from? Just before Gerald got to his car, he took a wad of cash from an envelope and threw the envelope on the ground. So what are you doing with it? I picked it up and stuck it in my pocket as I was running to my own car. I didn't even notice that it had come from Nature's Gift Foods. Man, this is not working in her favor. This is true. That's actually, I think, a strong point for the Murder, She Wrote's, like, episode rights, is that I love that she always has a cop to her side to accuse people, because as you get further along, you're like, oh, well, then that person didn't do it, because Jessica steps in and goes, no, I don't think so. It kind of like works its way until you get to the end and you're like, oh. But I love to make really bold, wrong guesses at the very beginning just to see how wrong I get. So far, I've only guessed like 3 suspects right, I think, in season 1 of Murder, She Wrote so far. Salt shaker, yes. Gingerbread cookie. Drink umbrella. Oh, drink umbrella. Okay, I was like, what is that? Newspapers, playing card, travel mug, ice cream sundae, notebook, glasses, and a tea bag.
It would seem that the $500 Gerald had came from Nature's Gift Foods.
Let's go see if we can find out why.
Look, sometimes my bold guesses have been right. But only sometimes. Okay, chapter 9. Melanie confessed that she followed Gerald after he left her coffee shop, hoping to take back her ultimatum. Chief Ashmont then accused her of murdering Gerald, but she claimed she lost him around Maple Hill, and after driving around for a bit, she returned home. I discovered a crumpled up envelope from Nature's Gift Foods. Melanie said she had witnessed Gerald remove what looked like a wad of cash from it before dropping it on the way to his car. Payoff? Question mark. It was definitely a payoff. Definitely a payoff.
Hello again, Chief. Mrs. Fletcher. What can I do for you?
Ms. Marshall, when Gerald Morgan was found dead, $500 in a money clip was found by his body. I suspect that the money may have come from you.
Ooh.
You have no proof of that.
We may, if the serial numbers on the bills can be traced back to a delivery of cash from the bank to your office.
Oh, Jessica?
I will admit, in the course of my early career, I did some things I'm not exactly proud of to get ahead. Gerald was a charismatic fellow, and he charmed his way past my receptionist to get into my office. He found some papers of mine and threatened to turn them over to my boss.
So the $500 was a payoff.
If that's what you want to call it, yes.
I feel like she's like
I've heard
such a
enough.
red herring,
Joanne
though.
Marshall, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Gerald Morgan.
This guy wants
What?
to arrest
That's
everybody.
preposterous.
Oh,
I
for
just
pity's
can't.
sake, Chief, you have to stop jumping to conclusions like this. Now let's think this through. Miss Marshall, do you mind if we take another quick look around?
If you must, I have nothing to hide.
I'm telling you, I was gonna say, like, I just felt like she was too much of a red herring. You know what I mean? I just feel like she's like almost like Parent Trap Meredith Blake kind of evil. So maybe it's not her, but I feel like, do you think maybe there's another character lingering around that we haven't met yet? Wait, unless it was the wife. Yeah, Sally the wife, because I don't think we've ruled her out yet. Yeah, yes, because she knew of the affair. That's what I'm starting to think. Pencil, flower. combination lock, shoes, a wall socket, tweezers. Headphones. I saw those. Yeah, they were right there. There's the tape dispenser. There's the envelope. Cell phone. No, it's not it. Oh, that's the camera. No, this game is actually online if you want to play it. I think it's on Big Fish Games. Or no, you know what? I know. Go to the description under my Chapter 1 Murder, She Wrote play on YouTube, and I put the description of it. I found it free on a website. And downloaded it and have had no problems. So, but I do think you can also buy it online as well. There's a podcast I listen to called Meddling Adults, and their strategy is like Scooby-Doo strategy, where the first person you meet is always the culprit. Really? Which is apparently how it often ends up in the OG Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Because usually it's the person, it's whoever called them to investigate, right? Like the first person they meet at the manor or the spooky library or whatever. It's always the person that's like the caretaker, or the first person they meet. Yeah. That's a letter opener, I think. A tool such as that might have been used to force open the window at the sugar house. And then we need a combination lock. Which is right there. Oh, let's analyze the handwriting. Looks like this note was written by Miss Marshall. Let's compare the handwriting on this note with the one given to Gerald. Oh, look, it's her book, The Corpse Danced at Midnight by J.B. Fletcher. Find the one identical pair of letters on the paper scraps. Okay. This one. These two. This one. So is that podcast about like murder mysteries, Caitlin? It's safe to say that the handwriting on the note to Gerald does not match Joan's handwriting. Because it was the wife!
This syrup bottle with your label on it was found near Gerald's body. Did you supply it, Ms. Marshall?
I certainly did not. And since I know you're going to ask, no, I did not put Gerald up to sabotaging Maria Olsen's sugar house.
But Maple Hill is your competition.
Put
For
that
now,
finger down.
But we're hoping to purchase it and add it to the Nature's Gift Foods family. Why would I want to irreparably damage the reputation of a business I'm hoping to acquire?
And Chief, it would seem unlikely that Ms. Marshall would send Gerald out on an ethically dubious mission when he already was collecting evidence to blackmail her with.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that wouldn't make much sense.
Ms. Marshall, do you use red food dye in any of your products?
Sure, we use it in some of our processed maple candies.
So it's entirely possible that Gerald took the dye for himself.
I can assure you that I had nothing to do with it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a meeting with a supplier.
I wonder if this letter opener we found was used to force the window open at the sugar house.
Let's head back to Maple Hill and find out for sure.
Okay, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm gonna look that. Where's my pen here? You said it's called Meddling Adults? Yeah, Meddling Adults. Oh, I'm gonna look that up. I love learning new things from you all. Okay. I will gladly look that up later. Okay, chapter 10. I found a letter opener in Joan's office that could have been used to pry open the sugar house window. Check later. Joan admitted that she had paid Gerald the $500 to keep quiet about some unethical business tactics that she had employed in the past. The chief then accused Joan of murdering Gerald, but her handwriting didn't match that on Gerald's note. She insisted she did not pay him to sabotage Marie's sugar house. She also denied giving Gerald the food dye, although they do use red food coloring in their maple candies.
I just checked, and the scratch marks on the windowsill don't match the letter opener.
Yes, the gouge marks in the wood are rounder.
Maria, do you have anything around the sugar house that would fit the description of a thin, rounded tool?
No, not that I know of. The tree borer is the closest thing.
Chief, don't you think it's odd that the killer used a boar found inside the sugar house to kill Gerald? I mean, why search for a new tool for the murder instead of simply using the one they had to pry open the window?
There's getting to be entirely too many dead ends in this case. Let's double check and see if we missed anything here at the crime scene.
Why are there flies? What is that? Okay. Pine cone. Pesticide. Ooh, there we go. Green threads. Y'all, it's the wife. It's the wife. I wonder if these green fibers could have come from something the killer was wearing when they climbed through the window. Ooh, no, not a roach. No, gross. No. All right, glasses. A cinder block. A towel. A clock, a gear, a funnel. Yeah, thank you. No roaches, please. Out of here. I'm trying to have a good, cozy fall mystery. Horseshoe. I saw one earlier. Or maybe that was a different scene, but oh, you know, it was here. Yeah. Because I thought it was a letter. Playing card. Oh, I said a towel. That's a trowel. My bad. I meant to tell you too. I saw during one of the scenes that you had said, you get arrested, which is so funny because I was seriously going to say that. I was going to say the same thing earlier.
I'm just not sure what those green fibers we found on the windowsill might be from.
Sally!
I have no idea. Let's head back to the station. Maybe my deputies made some progress on that dye.
Oh, y'all. Which I don't know. Maybe this is just like me guessing. But do you think the red dye could be because she dyes yarns? Maybe that's where the red dye came from. When I examined the window again, I noticed some green yarn fibers that I overlooked before. I was also able to determine that Joan's letter opener was not the tool that opened the window, and the boar that killed Gerald wouldn't have worked either. Back to square one because it was knitting needles. I think this is it.
Chief, I've good news and bad news.
What's the bad news?
The bills found in the money clip at the crime scene can't be traced.
Swell.
How about the good news?
We're just about to do the final tests on that dye in the syrup bottle found at the sugar house.
I can't with you. Just have no words. Okay, test tube. Oh my gosh, we have to find 35. Lightning speed, lightning speed. Don't slow down. Don't slow down. Just one continuous click. No, 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 no! No! Oh, we were so close. We were so stinking close. We just need one more, and it was right there. Okay, arrange the test tubes from lightest to darkest by selecting pairs to swap their positions. What is this? A little to the left? Thank you. Does anyone organize their closet by color? Just out of genuine curiosity. That was so satisfying. That was my favorite minigame.
Looks like the syrup bottle contained a dye called number 7 red.
Now that we know the exact type of dye Gerald planned to put into Maria's sap, we need to find out where it came from. And the first place to check is Nature's Gift Foods.
Okay. I got some new information at the police station. The serial numbers on Gerald's money could not be traced. Good thing Joan already confessed about that. And the dye in the maple syrup bottle is called number 7 red. I wonder if I could trace this dye to Nature's Gift Foods.
Chief, Mrs. Fletcher, what brings you back here?
Do you use number 7 red dye to color any of the
So
foods you produce in
accusatory
this
all the
plant?
time.
Definitely not.
You sound quite certain about that.
I am. You see, number 7 red is never used as a food coloring because it's highly toxic.
I'd like to take another look around to confirm that.
Certainly.
Interesting. Oh, okay. They are really crushing it right now with a little to the left aesthetic. Because now we have to find all red food items. Missing one more letter somewhere. Where's the letter? I'm so focused on all the red, I can't see the letter. That would fit your theory. Dye that's not for food because toxic, but maybe good for yarn. Maybe. I'm like almost like hopeful that that's it. And I feel like I can't go back now, like, because do you notice like how we just kind of left the wife alone, and then we went to all these other people, and Jessica was like, "Nah, they didn't do it, Chief." Okay, and 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. One click. Let's go. Don't stop believing. Yes!
So if the dye Gerald was carrying isn't used as a food coloring because it's toxic, that makes what he was planning to do to Maria's batch of sap all the more serious.
Mm-hmm.
But it also seems to rule out Nature's Gift Foods as its source. Well, back to the station.
Y'all, I think we solved this one.
And back to square one.
I think we solved it. All right. Joan informed me that Nature Gives Food does not use number 7 red as a food coloring because it is highly toxic. Where then did the dye come from?
It's going to take forever to find out what the source of that dye was.
I'm afraid so.
Hello, Mark. I'm here to collect Gerald's belongings.
It's her.
Of course, Sally. I'll have someone bring the box to your car while you're filling out the yellow release forms.
Mrs. Morgan, I nearly forgot. A friend had this scarf of Gerald's, and I offered to return
scarf.
it to you.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Fletcher. I hand-knit that scarf for Gerald last Christmas.
It was her.
Better fill out these forms and get back to the shop.
Oh man, she dyed the yarn red.
Hand knit? Oh dear.
What?
If Gerald didn't climb through the window at Maple Hill because he had a duplicate key, then he couldn't have been the one who left the green fibers behind on the windowsill.
Yep.
So...
Let's have a look at the note Gerald received and those forms Sally just filled out.
Oh, Jessica, she's so good. She's just so smart. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. We need an apple? Okay. Can opener, trophy, whistle, dumbbell. Can opener. Make some coffee. Okay. Arrow, ruler. The shoe prints Sally just left are an exact match to the smaller set of prints found at the murder scene. This is it. We did it. A potted plant. Smoke detector. Yellow form. Security camera. Where is the whistle? That's what I'm looking for. A compass and a whistle. There's the whistle. Now the compass. Boom. All right, find the one identical pair of letters on the scrap. Here we go. Which one's the similar one here? Oh, this one right there. Wait, didn't I say at the beginning it was the wife? Didn't I say that? Didn't I say, oh, she did it? Sure looks like the handwriting matches to me. So Sally must have written the note telling Gerald to sabotage Maple Hill.
There's only one logical explanation for why footprints exactly matching Sally's were found on the floor at the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the fact that Sally's handwriting matched a note telling Gerald to meet that night at Maple Hill means we ought to pay her another visit.
It's time that we arrest. Officially this time. When Sally picked up Gerald's personal effects at the station, I was able to deliver Gerald's handmade scarf to her. Although the scarf was red, I put together Sally's penchant for knitting with the green yarn I found in the window frame at the sugar house and realized she could have been the one who crawled through that window. Wouldn't you know, Sally's handwriting on the police forms matched that on the note that sent Gerald to Maria's sugar house. And her wet footprints on the floor of the police station matched the second set of prints we found at Maple Hill. It's time to put the rest of the pieces together.
Hello, Sally.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon. Any news on who killed Gerald?
All the evidence points to you, Sally.
Oh.
What?
It's true. You knew about the affair your husband was having with Melanie
Yes, we
Young,
guessed it
and
right.
made a careful plan to exact your revenge.
You're saying I lured my husband to Maple Hill and killed him?
In so many words, yes. You paid a visit to Gerald at Nature's Gift Foods and scribbled the note promising a reward if Gerald would sabotage Maple Hill. Then you left the note and the syrup bottle containing dye, likely yarn dye from this shop, for him to find.
Mm-hmm.
That night, Gerald went to the sugar house, but you'd gotten there first. You used a steel knitting needle to pry open the window and get inside to wait for him.
but a knitting needle is not a good stabbing weapon, so you used the tree boar instead. Not only did it make a better weapon, but it would cast suspicion on Maria as the killer.
This is ridiculous speculation. I have better things to do than listen to your silly stories. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Ooh. Okay, I'm actually kind of glad that we're back here again, because this is a cozy place to be. So, stuff the bear. That's a start. Okay, display the quilt. What's this? Select pairs of identical knitting needles. But you have to do the ones that are overlapping. There we go. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Oh, that's we said it. We said it. We said it. That's the one that broke the window. This knitting needle is badly scratched and bent. I'm betting it's the one that made the marks we found on the sugar house windowsill. Okay, and we need a masking tape and a box cutter, a dog bowl, a green sweater. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, no? Okay. Okay. Binder clip? That's the box cutter? What is a binder clip? Like a... I think... Oh, yeah, okay. Quilt, tape measure, swan, sunglasses. Sunglasses are here. Swan. Tape measure. Oh, there's the quilt. Display the quilt. Oh. And then if we could just find a pencil sharpener real quick, then we could like jump into this last mini game. Good. What is this? This is a new one. Arrange the yarn in the grid according to the rules on the sticky note. 3 moves, 3 squares, 4 colors each, 0 loose threads. Holy moly. I gotta read that many times. 3 moves, 3 squares, 4... So that's 1 move. That's 2 moves. That's 4 colors. That's 4 colors. So one of these has to switch. Oh, okay, I see. But wait, what is that? Okay, so that's 2 moves. Right? Yeah, green, blue, orange, yellow, blue, orange, green, yellow, yellow, orange. Yeah, that part's right. What does it mean by 0 loose threads? Like they don't want this to be out? Huh. Not sure what they want by that. I don't know which one. I don't know which puzzle that is referring to. Oh, they only want you to have complete squares. How would you do that? Maybe we can go up and down? Like we could do orange. Oh, it's the same thing though. But you can only make 3 squares though. I am interested though in trying the other option. We did this way, so maybe we should do up and down. I just like what do they want me to do with the other ones? Oh, or we could make them at the bottom. Oh, I don't think we can do that in 3 moves though. Oh yeah. 3 moves, 3 squares, 4 colors each, 0 loose threads. And you can only do it in 3 moves. That's why I don't think it could be a corner, because that would take up 2. It has to be like one of the lines, I feel like. Because even if we took like that, you still end up with the same problem, I think. Oh, wait. Unless, okay. It's her sweater. Chief, those look like blood stains. Sally must have been hanging on to this sweater until she had the opportunity to get rid of it.
When we compare the fibers from that sweater we just found to the fibers left on the windowsill at the crime scene,
They'll match. I'll save you the trouble.
Sally, why would you want to kill Gerald?
Because when I found out he was cheating on me with Melanie, I was furious.
how did you find out?
One evening,
Oh, this
I
is
was
the
alone.
backstory.
Gerald was working late again, or so he said. So I decided to go out for coffee. At one point, I went to use the powder room, and I passed Melanie's office. The door was slightly ajar,
Oh,
and I saw the 2 of them together.
oh, scandalous.
You didn't confront them?
I almost did, but then I thought of a better plan. One that would allow me to get even with Gerald. I set him up to break into Maple Hill and photograph him in the act of tampering with Maria's equipment.
To get him fired from his new job?
But when he arrived, I couldn't help but confront him about his affair. And he laughed at me. He turned to go, and I lost it. I grabbed the maple board, and I rammed it in his back.
Sally, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of your husband. And this time, I'm not jumping to any conclusions. Right, Mrs. Fletcher?
Right, Chief.
Jess, as a thank you, I'll treat you to the most decadent coffee beverage on the menu.
Remember when
That's
the
very kind, Maria,
officer
but I
literally
think I'd be
accused
happiest with a simple cup of
everybody in the town?
Suit yourself. A double shot mocha
Remember,
latte for me.
remember when he did
tea. Have
that?
you made any decisions about what you're going to do now?
Well, this year's
That's
batch
what
of
I
maple
was
sap has been
thinking, too.
ruined. After having a dead body soaking in it, I certainly can't use it to make syrup.
I should say not.
But I'm optimistic. My insurance should cover the loss, and Joanne Marshall and
I
I
do
have
feel bad
started
for
new
Sally, though.
negotiations.
Because
Really?
that was unfair for her to be
Yep,
treated that way.
Nature's Gift Foods has a new offer on the table, allowing me to operate Maple Hill as an independent subsidiary.
That sounds like it will benefit both of you very well. To sweet success.
Here,
To
here.
sweet success. Even JB throwing out some puns with us. Yay! We found 14 out of 14 ribbons and 84 out of 84 typewriter keys. Let us go. Oh, yay. Man, that was a good one. I really enjoyed that one. I think I liked that one more than I did a Deadly Catch. And our next one is A Garden to Die For.